That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Has that messed with your creativity at all, or has it changed like what you're writing about?
Mm, actually, I write. I'm writing some really dope songs right now because I'm just having nothing but time to sit down,
Hmm.
and I feel like my mind is well rested, my body is well rested,
Yeah,
so I'm really able to get these thoughts out that I be having and like all the different topics. I'm able to get them out. So the music is still coming out fantastic, like sounding more incredible than ever. Sounding,
yeah,
take the club, move the crowd, mosh pits, all type of different vibes. Like I still got penny dropping music too as well.
yeah. Absolutely. You gotta have it. So it's funny, man. People been saying that 2021 is gonna be the best year for music because all of y'all got to sit still and really work on, your projects. Do you think that's true?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I think that's definitely true for me for sure. Like, cause my album, like, it's still taking me a long time to finish my album. I can't even speak for no other artists, but I know, like, my album, I actually got to put it together and just go, like, find out my old Pro Tour sessions. You know what I'm saying? And just organize all my songs and figure out what I wanted to do next and what I wanted to do with
Yeah,
the project.
yeah, yeah. Um, when you are not in the studio, what are some of your favorite things to do while we're all locked in the quarantine?
When I'm not in the studio, I like to play
Yeah,
basketball.
I seen you hooping, and I have some questions. Okay,
Yeah, fun.
because I feel like when the video started, rappers hooping, it was almost like battling, like who's the better hooper, and it felt like you were actually really getting buckets. How often do you play?
I feel like at least 3 times a week.
Okay.
I just
Uh,
got fit, you know what I'm saying? I can't come out of quarantine looking like Barney. You feel me? I stay fit.
uh, top five rappers that also hoop, according to Swae Lee.
Uh, do they have to be rappers?
They have to be rappers. You can't just pick hoopers. We just pick LeBron and KD and stuff. It has to be people that we know for rapping, and then when you see them, they actually are nice on the court.
I ain't really played with everybody, but as far as what I seen through media sources and media outlets and stuff,
Uh-huh.
Quavo, J. Cole,
Uh-huh.
Justin Bieber.
Uh-huh.
Ain't like Jack Harlow good. Jack Harlow good too. Jack Harlow,
Okay.
I feel like he could beat a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow and Lil Durk.
All right. Um, the one of the things that you do so well that I really feel like is like part of the DNA of your music is you figure out how to really like have a good time. You know what I mean? From the very beginning of your career, you've obviously like you performed at GQ parties, like you figure out a way to have a good time. And in this year, it feels like people have gone through so much. Had What have you done to kind of like lift your spirits? Like, how are you having fun in 2020? Like, what did you do this year?
Uh, it was like a lot of limitations on the year. I ain't gonna lie, like it was a whole lot of limitations, but we still found ways to just be happy. Like I bought a dog, a little dog, playing basketball, smoking
Yeah.
medicinal marijuana. Um, you know what I'm saying? Just hanging out with the gang, getting my house organized, make
Yeah.
music,
Yeah. Um,
ride my bike, electric
where
bike.
do you ride your bike through Atlanta?
Now I ride electric bikes up in LA,
Oh, nice.
ride them around the city.
Nice. Um, what is the best way that you've kind of stayed grounded through the years? You know?
I'm like a chill person. Like I get lit when it's time to get lit, of course. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen me in my peak litness
Yeah.
moments. But you know what I'm saying? I really be chilling. So I came from like a real life, like being broke. Like I used to have no money. So goddamn, it's easy for me to stay humble, like, and just stay grounded. Now I have money. I just realized like all this shit could be gone in a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tomorrow, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's just like I just pay attention to what's going on around me, so I be ready for, and I can prepare myself for what's coming next. And I just always make sure I'm ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, lots. Yeah, it's
Um.
a lot of different ways. Like a lot of reminders.
Yeah.
Look, don't never lose your head. Don't never lose who you are in this shit. Don't ever
Yeah.
far beside yourself.
Um. When we posted that you were gonna come on, uh, come on the show, I had a bunch of young, whether it's like my little cousin Royce, or kids I coach, whatever, that are like that want to get into music. They really look up to you.
That's
You
dope.
know, so like, what advice do you have for like those up and coming kids? Because I think so many of them are looking at what you do and how you maneuver through everything.
My advice to them would just be prepared for the most ugliest type of people in the world, most negative type of people in the world. Just know they out there, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to deter you and steer you away from your dream. But you gotta stay focused. You gotta just, you know, believe in what you started. Like believe in the same thing, that ideas and same dream that you had when you started. Don't let nobody like discourage you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of hate, and it's, it's gonna be more love than hate. But it's gonna be hate out there. You know what I'm saying? So just be prepared for that. Don't let it don't let it catch you off guard. You know what I'm saying? Just do you. You know what I'm saying? It's possible to do whatever. Like Lil Wayne said, the sky is the motherfucking limit. Like you can literally go to the moon and back. Like this shit
Mhm.
crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and tell them if they looking up to me, I tell them new music on the way, man.
Yeah.
New
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Um, I feel like you've met so many celebrities, icons of yours. You know, what's one celebrity, one person that you met that you're like, yo, this is like a real, like a moment I'll never forget. Like this is a big one for me.
Mm, when I met Kanye.
Where were you, and when was this?
Well, actually, I met Kanye a lot of times, but when I first met him, I met him at the Super Bowl. It was like some type of Super Bowl party like 4 years ago. But recently, you know what I'm saying? I just like being around like and just being like at the warehouse and stuff. It was just like it was dope, like to see how organized he is and just see how huge he thinks. Like
Yeah.
he thinks on such a large scale. You know what I'm saying? So just seeing that was dope for me. Like that was one of my yeah.
Did he play you any of the new music?
Like I don't want to spill too many beans, but that man up to something right there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what people have been saying. Um, when you look at your career, what would you consider the highest moment up until this point? Because you got you've been doing it for a minute. What would you consider the highest moment, and what would you consider the lowest moment?
Yeah, man, my career been so crazy. It's like I literally blew up like 5 times. Like I became famous 5 times. Like say the highest moment for me was when Black Beatles went number one. Like that was crazy because that was me and my brother, and we had a number one song in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole world freezing doing the mannequin challenge. Like that shit, that was crazy. Like the whole world froze. Like doing this whole challenge to one of my songs. Like it was just nuts. And then
Yeah.
one, like you know what I'm saying? It's a win-win situation. Like the motherfucker went number one out of all the songs in the world. You know, that was like time traveling, and time control.
Hmm. And what would you say is the lowest moment?
The lowest moment. I say the lowest moment was when people on my third album, when it was just for whatever reason so confusing to people to
Hmm.
end a triple sided album. Like me and my group, Ray Shrimmer, we dropped a like a triple sided album. One side was Ray Shrimmer, which is the group. One side was Slim Jimmy, and one side was Swae Lee. And you know, it's just like it was it was this whole topic where like people were saying it's so confusing, like they don't understand it. Like I literally went on Twitter and made a diagram, like okay, like this is what it means. Like I made a fucking Venn diagram. I'm like Swae Lee, my Slim Jimmy, his side, and in the middle, you know, where the circles cross, Ray is where of course Ray Shrimmer. So it's like that was I wouldn't even say that was a low point though. Maybe this is the lowest point actually.
This year?
Yeah.
Why?
It's just Corona. Like I can't, you can't go outside. I'm not performing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even reaching out to my fans. Like I haven't dropped no music. It's
Yeah.
just, it's just crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit's at a standstill.
Yeah.
For life, like my shit would be, I wouldn't be sitting down for 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 Do you when you look at, the way you've been able to like navigate, there are people that had number one songs, we won't say no names, but like they're not still uh like culturally relevant, you know? And you
Mhm.
figured out a way to like stay, which I think is the hardest thing for a musician. It's the hardest thing for artists, period. Um why do you think that is? Like what is it, you know, what is it that you think makes an artist have longevity?
I think in the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the thing that makes an artist have longevity is the music. You know what I'm saying? Like what music do they make? What song do I know any of their songs? And it's
Yeah.
like if it's a song they really know, like that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a song that really like helped them through a point in their life, that's powerful. Like so, I feel like yeah, that's all the artists really got. Like to not fall off. How the song make people feel? Like what happened because of the song? You know what I'm saying? Like what type of feel did the song give off? Like I feel like my songs just like I really like I don't be making no hype song. I don't make no fucking songs just for one point in time. I try to make songs that are gonna last forever, like big songs. Like I don't try to make just regular songs. Like I don't put 10% on my music. Like I put 100%. I'm staying up in that bitch in the studio till 8, 9 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Doing this shit every day. So
Mm-hmm.
when you play the songs, like you can hear that in the songs. So I feel that's why they got replay value. You know what I'm saying? The songs got replay value.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always a funny thing when you look at people, any musician, athlete, actor, actress, whatever, you start making money and then you always have that one or two purchases that you really regret, be it a stupid car or a bad chain or, clothes, like a clothing item that you never wear. What's like the one thing you regret the most that you purchased the moment you start getting real money?
Definitely a lot of bad chains. it,
And then what happens with them? Like what when you buy a bad chain and you're like, yo, I'm never gonna wear this again. Then what happens?
like it can just get lost or like you might just give it to or get stolen and you don't care. You might leave it somewhere and not even care. Like
Yeah,
sell and it might sit up in a safe.
yeah,
I had a lot of jewelry that had a lot of different like ending results.
yeah. Yeah. Um.
Cars. I bought a fucking house that I shouldn't even fucking bought because I don't even live in it. It's just like it's literally the same city that I live in, like two houses. So I shouldn't have bought that so early.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, but you're learning, right? You're not making those mistakes now.
Oh no, it's the reason I was able to get the house because I
Yeah.
put me in smart places.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
investing in everything.
Right. Please invest your money. Um. We have a million questions about your hard drive.
Uh,
Uh. What's the latest with the situation?
the latest with that situation, man, it's we know where it's at and it's on the way back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The hard drive, like, it's a thing. Like, it was like this whole narrative, like where I got robbed. Like, I didn't get robbed. First of all, like the backpack was with one of my affiliates, and it just got swiped, sitting in a place that it shouldn't have been sitting.
Yeah.
And but it's not like nobody robbed me. It's actually ended up being a super fan that swiped the hard drive. He didn't know what he was grabbing.
Yeah.
In little, pieces that really told him whose bag it was. Like, so he figured out it was my bag. He just wanted to have contact with me and just be in communication with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. We have like our resources to get it back, and it's definitely on the way back.
You
Safe.
you seem so calm and so mature and at ease about, like, you're like zen, like you're like a monk
Yeah,
about the whole situation.
this shit, like, it's literally like a movie, bro. Life is like a movie. Like, everything written. I feel like everything written, so I don't really trip, like, especially not. I have like MP3s of the song, so if it came down to it, I would just re-record them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I just make new ones. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's definitely a loss. Like I cried about it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely cried about it. Like if I don't get that shit back, I'm really like it's heartbreaking. It's gonna break my heart. Like, but it's not the end of the world. That's the thing about it. It's not the end of the world. Like I was in the studio last night. I made 4 songs like in a month. How many days in a month? If I make 4 songs
Sorry.
in a month, you know what I'm saying? I can literally cook up 10 albums in 4 months. Like
Yeah.
I'm not really stressing. Like I'm not about to blow my brains out over the hard drive type shit or the
Right.
watch shit. And I know I'm getting it back. So it's like I'm cooling, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. Like I got my
Yeah.
resource. Who it was, like we already know who it was. It's gonna
Yeah.
drop. It was a kind of like a delay on my album and shit, which is cool because I don't even want to drop in 2020. No way. I need to drop in 2021 anyway. So it's all good. Like
Yeah. You must have really good people around you that help you keep you calm uh in moments like that, right?
I just been in worse situations. So this
Yeah.
situation, I grew up like having to deal with
Yeah.
it by myself or dealing with it with my brother. So I grew up dealing with worse shit than this. So this is just like I already know how to do. So it's like it's not even a problem to me right now. Like it's just I already figured out ways around it and solutions for it. So and I got my resources to get that back. It's just you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a couple rapid fire questions and then we're gonna wrap this up. Um, Favorite city to perform in?
Favorite city to perform in? Amsterdam,
Amsterdam. Why?
London, because
You
they
say
can
you
turn up.
said London?
Yeah, London.
Yeah.
They turn
Why?
up like they ain't ashamed to turn up. Like they really gonna come mosh pits, all type of that mosh pits, dust coming in the air. Like they so lit. Like it's a festival called Wireless Festival, and
Yeah.
they really go crazy at that shit. The energy is unmatched. Like these folks came for like they came with a purpose. You feel me?
Yeah. I had three women that basically asked. There you go. Shout out to Cash App again for making it all possible. Another three women who asked basically the same question, which is, what is your ideal first date?
3 women asked that.
It's basically the same question. Yeah, one of them was inappropriate, so I just melded it into this one. You know what I mean?
My ideal first date. Shit, my ideal first date. Um, we might just go out to eat on the first date. Like, we can do something boring just so I can really peak the vibe. Like,
Yeah.
still like, but it got to be a good restaurant. I might let her pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can pick the restaurant, pick pick the time if you want to too. That's cool. She can pick the time. Goddamn, pull up. If we ride in my whip, you know, I might hold the door for you. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna open it for you though. I'm just gonna open it for you. You can close. Like, boom,
Yeah.
get in. We fly somewhere. Boom, close to the restaurant. Yeah, we gonna order. I'm gonna pay for the food. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up. Get to know you a little bit. See what you eating. See if you vegan or whatever. You know, see if she pescatarian. Um, yeah, chop it up. Get to know you. See what you play in the car. Like, what type of music you play in the car? Like, do you listen to bullshit? Um,
Mhm.
and yeah, that'll be first day. I'm dropping you back off at home. Like, you're not coming to my house.
Um, two people wanted to know why did you cut your dreads?
I cut my dreads, man, because I was just I knew that the universe was telling me it's time for me to change my swag to get ready for the new shit that was coming my way, to get prepared for a new chapter in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
everything around me was just changing up. Like, and then I lost my father, so it really like I guess it was a change in the world for me. So it was like the dreads didn't fit me no more, and I was like, I'm gonna grow my hair back out like to the same length that my dreads were, but it's just gonna be like natural hair, you know, and it's just gonna be like
Mhm.
it's just gonna be a different vibe, but it's gonna be the same essential thing, like type shit.
Yeah.
I used to have a fro when I came in the game too before I really got famous. Like, that was my swag. I had an afro, and then I just dreaded it up, and that became Swae Lee. But when I used to run around the hood and shit, I used to wear an afro.
What what did you think about this year's Grammy nominees? Do you think they got it right? Think they got it wrong, or what do you think?
who did they? Who did they?
Uh, I'm not even gonna act like I can rattle that off the top of my.
It's like they really let me down like so many times. Like, I don't. It's like, and no disrespect to them, but like, it's just not like they're all the way tuned into what's going on really in the culture. It's just like they miss key things, and they get, it's not all the way spot on to me. Like,
Yeah,
the Grammys hurt my feelings multiple times, many years. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Post Malone had a song Sunflower. You know what I'm saying? That they didn't shake. I don't know who they gave it to, but
Right.
Sunflower received nothing. That's first. That's when I knew that was my final. You know what I'm saying? That was my final confirmation that these might not be the most accurate awards. You feel me? It might be something bigger than we know
Yeah,
going on when they choose who they give it to. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little more politics to it or something. But the first time when, number one song, biggest song in the world, Black Beatles, like, made the world freeze, didn't win a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's so many instances. Unforgettable didn't win a Grammy. No Type didn't win a Grammy. No Flex Zone didn't win a Grammy. Come Get Her didn't win a Grammy. Swang didn't win a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? So many songs didn't win a Grammy. But it's just like, it's not the end of the world with that. You know what I'm saying? So many more award shows, prestigious award shows. If we still gonna make the best music of our life, you know what I'm saying? We still gonna continue to make better music. Fuck, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say. Look, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I'm still, I'm still gonna go to the. We still gonna hit the Grammys and be classy and kill the red carpets and shut the red
yeah,
carpet,
yeah, yeah.
all that stuff. But when it comes to who they hand the awards out to, it's just like we don't feel no ways about it. But I feel like they might have been missing a couple artists, and a couple artists might not have got their flowers time and time again. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
maybe give out more Grammys. That's what it is. Maybe need to give out 20 more Grammys. Then they, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, something.
Yeah,
Last question for you. The new music that you're working on, when what we expect in 2021, what is one word that describes what we should expect?
ferocious. Shit.
Yeah. Well, yo, good to see you. I feel like I only see you mostly at parties. I'm glad that you're healthy, glad that you're well. And I'm gonna see you in 2021. It's gonna be an amazing year again. Shout out Cash App, Cash by Cash App for hooking it up. Um, yeah, man. Bye. Vibes. We'll see you on the next one. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year if we don't see y'all before, all right?
My brother, love,
Yo,
bro.
thank you, man.
Yes, y'all
Peace.
faith. All the fans in the chat, man, love. Y'all keep tuning in. New music on the way. New bangers on the way. New videos on the way. See y'all in 2021. GQ. We trying to graze that front cover.
Soon, soon. Later, y'all.
I know.